Chosen one, you're about to get paid for your purpose. Only 1%. You've reached a turning point that only a rare few will ever know in this lifetime. You didn't stumble on this video by accident. You've been divinely guided, pulled into this exact moment because your soul is about to step into the realm it was destined for. Everything you've endured, all the silent nights you spent holding back tears, every moment you felt overlooked or underestimated, none of it was wasted. Every second had purpose, and now the reward is coming into view. Before we go deeper into this prophetic moment, take a second and honor yourself. You've stayed strong through storms that were designed to break people. You kept walking even when no one clapped for you. You sowed seeds in silence while others reaped loudly. But now, the balance is shifting. The universe is opening a gate just for you, and on the other side of it is fulfillment, compensation, and divine recognition. Stay with me until the end of this message, and in the comments, type out your warmest wishes and the number 777 to energize the atmosphere with intentionality. This is not just about wishes, it's about sending a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive everything that's owed to your purpose. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. Many search their whole lives for it. Some confuse popularity with purpose. Others settle into comfort zones and abandon their assignment altogether. But not you. You're part of the 1%. You carried your purpose when it felt invisible. You worked on it even when you didn't get paid. You poured into it when no one noticed. And that's exactly why this next season will look nothing like the last. God saw it all. The universe recorded every effort. And now, a divine compensation is being activated on your behalf. You weren't born for a job title, you were born for an impact. Your purpose isn't just what you do. It's who you are when no one's watching. It's the message that flows through your presence. And now, that very purpose is becoming your platform. The days of scraping by, wondering when your breakthrough will come, are numbered. In fact, that number is near zero, because what's coming next is already in motion. You're not just about to be paid financially. You're about to be paid in peace, paid in elevation, paid in divine partnerships, paid in visibility that you didn't have to manipulate to get. This is divine compensation for divine consistency. Because while others chose shortcuts, you chose surrender. While others chased applause, you pursued alignment. While others quit halfway, you stayed when it didn't make sense. That is the mark of the 1%. And the spiritual realm doesn't forget such bold obedience. That's why all of a sudden, things will begin to move in your favor. Unexpected emails, unexplainable favor, contracts you didn't apply for, rooms you never campaigned to be in. Your name will be whispered in places your feet haven't yet stepped into. You need to understand this. Purpose is a magnet, and when it's fully activated, it doesn't chase, it attracts. The reason things felt delayed was because your soul had to be strengthened enough to carry the weight of what's coming. But now, you're fortified, you're focused, you're finally ready not just to carry the purpose, but to profit from it. And no, this isn't just about money. This is about being fully seen, finally valued, and undeniably favored. There's a sacred transaction happening in the spirit. It's as if heaven is saying, now let the reward meet the assignment. You're going to begin seeing people come to you, asking to be part of what you've been building in secret. You won't need to pitch or prove yourself. Your energy, your calling, your divine assignment, It will do the speaking for you. What once looked like delay was actually divine development. And now, the payout is near. This is also a moment where you must prepare your mind to receive at the level you've been sowing. If you keep thinking small, you'll sabotage what's coming. But if you expand your mental container, you'll make room for the overflow. There are streams of income coming through your purpose, opportunities that align with your calling, influence that connects to your identity. Don't let your old struggles convince you that this is too good to be true. It's not too good. It's just on time. Chosen one, your journey has been long, but that's what makes it worthy. When you've walked through fire and still come out with love in your heart, you've earned more than survival. You've earned elevation, and your elevation is non-negotiable. The divine has signed off on it. The delay is over. Now begins your season of overflow. And it's not because of luck. It's because of legacy. You were built for this. You were tested for this. You were anointed for this. Keep your eyes open, because the first signs will be subtle. An unexpected phone call, a message from someone influential, a door that swings wide without you knocking. These are your divine confirmations. And when they appear, don't shrink back. Walk boldly. Own your calling. Receive without guilt. Because when you walk in purpose, you never have to beg to be paid. The world begins to recognize your worth, and it responds accordingly. But let's be clear, not everyone will understand this next level of your life. That's okay. It's not for them. It's for the version of you that survived silent seasons. It's for the inner warrior who kept showing up even when it wasn't fair. This compensation is for the spiritual part of you that stayed loyal to the divine when the tangible world gave up on you. And that part of you is about to dance in joy, because heaven remembers, God remembers, and the time is now. Chosen one, the transaction is already happening in the heavens. The papers are already signed. The favor is already falling. This is your payment season. This is your public recognition. This is the moment when you no longer explain your value, because it becomes evident. And that's why you must hold your posture. Stay in your assignment. Keep showing up like the payment has already arrived, because spiritually, it has. You're not ordinary, and your reward will not be ordinary either. Your story is rare. Your resilience is rare. Your consistency is rare. That's why this level of elevation is reserved for you. There is a heavenly invoice that's been due, and now it's being cleared. The spiritual bank is releasing what's been held up. You're not going to have to fight for visibility. Your purpose is going to shine so brightly that hiding becomes impossible. And listen closely. This payment is not just going to bless you. It's going to bless everyone attached to you. Your children, your community, your bloodline. This is bigger than you. You're being compensated for battles your ancestors couldn't win. You're breaking chains and getting paid for it. You're healing cycles and receiving promotion for it. You're walking in a divine agreement that says, "Well done, now rise higher." This is just the beginning. Get ready to receive in ways that don't make logical sense. Get ready to be honored in ways you never saw coming. Get ready to see your value affirmed by the divine. This is the purpose payoff, and it belongs to you. Chosen one, now that you understand what's coming, let's go even deeper. There's something sacred happening around you right now, and many can't see it. But you can feel it. You can sense the pressure has changed. You can sense the atmosphere shifting in your favor. You may not have all the evidence yet in your hands, but your spirit is whispering, "It's time." And that whisper is not wrong. You are standing at the edge of a moment that was spoken over your life before you even knew what the word purpose meant. There was a seed placed in your soul, and while others were distracted by applause and instant gratification, you chose to water your seed in silence. You chose development over display, growth over attention, integrity over shortcuts. And now, the spiritual law of harvest has no choice but to find you. You're about to get paid for every quiet sacrifice that went unnoticed. Every time you didn't retaliate. Every moment you chose the high road. Every decision that seemed crazy to others but felt right in your spirit. The divine keeps receipts, chosen one. Not one effort has been forgotten. Not one tear has been wasted. You've accumulated spiritual wealth, and now the payout will hit your life in waves. Favor is forming a river around you, and it's about to overflow. This is not about luck. This is alignment. This is precision. This is purpose, recognizing its faithful steward. While the world was shouting, you were listening. While others ran ahead chasing things, you stayed still and trusted timing. That's why the payment will come in a way that confuses people. It will look sudden, but it's not. It's the result of years of preparation. It's the result of unseen nights, of silent sacrifices, of obedience when no one was clapping. You didn't do it for validation, and that's why you'll receive elevation. It will happen fast because it's overdue. And in this season, one of the most important things you must understand is this. Your payment will be more than money. It will be restoration, clarity, peace, and divine insight, protection from things that others walk blindly into. You will have access to rooms where your story unlocks doors, not because of a resume, but because of anointing. You are not just walking into places of abundance, you are becoming the vessel that overflows for others. There's someone right now watching you, silently studying your perseverance. They've seen you stay in your lane while everyone else jumped ship. They've seen how storms have come, but you didn't bend. That's the evidence. You are the example. And your payment won't just bless you. It will cause others to believe again. This is how the divine uses the 1%. Not to boast, but to blaze a path. There are people you haven't met yet whose breakthroughs are tied to your obedience. Don't forget that as your name rises, don't lose the humility that got you here. The payment is a reward, but the purpose still leads. And the moment you receive what's owed to your calling, you will be tested with how you manage it. That's why God trusted you. Because you don't worship the blessing. You serve with it. You're not motivated by greed. You're moved by grace. And that's what makes you the perfect candidate for supernatural release. You're about to receive partnerships that match your spirit. You're about to receive platforms that match your message. You're about to receive finances that match your favor. All of it is part of the divine reward system, and it's active right now. Chosen one, let's be clear. What's coming is going to silence the lies. There were people who spoke too soon, who dismissed your vision, who couldn't see the greatness in you because they were blinded by your process. But now, they will see. And more importantly, you will see. You'll look in the mirror and recognize the warrior you've become, the vessel that carried purpose through fire and still came out pure, the soul that chose alignment over applause. And don't be surprised when people suddenly try to reconnect. That's what happens when the anointing starts to shine publicly. But you'll know the difference now. You'll feel the energy. The old version of you would have tried to explain or defend yourself. But this elevated version, you'll simply smile and keep walking in purpose. Because you know the truth. You were always chosen. And now the world is catching up. This is not just your season. It's your unveiling. The lid is coming off. The curtain is being pulled back. People are about to see what heaven has known all along. You were built for greatness. And now greatness is about to pay you back. Your voice is going to carry a different weight now. Your words will heal. Your presence will shift rooms. Your story will inspire. The reason the pressure was so intense is because your purpose required it. But now that you've survived the preparation, the stage is being set. The light is being turned on, and your reward is coming to meet you exactly where you are. Chosen one, hear this. Nothing was in vain. Every time you worked in the shadows, every time you helped others without recognition, every time you prayed with no reply, every time you stayed consistent without applause, you were building spiritual credit. And now the interest has matured. The return is coming, and it's coming pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Not because you begged, but because you believed. It's okay if you don't feel ready. That's normal. Many of those who are about to be elevated feel a mix of gratitude and fear. But let that fear be proof that you're not walking in ego. You're walking in assignment. And because it's divine assignment, heaven is obligated to fund it, elevate it, and protect it. You will not fail. You will not be abandoned. You will not have to perform to keep what's coming. It is yours by spiritual law. What you are about to receive is not a payment for perfection. It's a payment for perseverance. You showed up when it was uncomfortable. You kept going when the odds were against you. And now, the divine is showing up for you. You will be paid in full, in opportunities, in clarity, in rest, in knowing that you didn't just survive the season, you grew stronger in it. And guess what? This is just the beginning. There is more, much more. What's coming will build on itself. First one door opens, then another, until suddenly, you look around and realize you're living in the very thing you once prayed for. You're operating in your purpose full-time. You're being paid to be yourself. And every time you show up, you're not only serving others, you're being poured into as well. That is the highest level of compensation. That is the reward of the faithful. Chosen one, everything you need is already on the way. Every dollar, every connection, every opportunity, all of it is magnetized to your purpose. And the more you walk in that purpose, the more you draw in everything that aligns. Stay consistent, stay humble, stay grounded, because you are about to walk in a level of blessing that your past can't explain, but your future demands. Get ready. The reward isn't just coming, it's already here. You're not waiting anymore. You're walking into it. Chosen one, now that the veil is lifting, it's time for you to realize what kind of power you truly carry. This isn't just about an external change in your finances, connections, or lifestyle. It's about a divine inner shift that's unlocking your spiritual inheritance. What's happening right now isn't a coincidence. It's prophecy unfolding. Your payment is spiritual first, then physical. You've already been paid in wisdom, resilience, endurance, patience, and unshakable inner peace. And now, the external world is aligning to reflect the wealth that's been built within you. You've crossed over into a different frequency. This is why old things no longer resonate. It's why you can't shrink anymore to make others comfortable. The version of you that could once be silent about your gifts no longer exists. The version of you that questioned their own light is gone. You are not walking into purpose. You are now becoming the living embodiment of purpose. Every step you take from this moment forward is being sponsored by the divine. Doors are not just opening, they're being held open for you. And not just any doors, but the exact ones that were always meant to receive you. You won't have to force your way in. You won't have to explain yourself. You won't have to lower your standards or compromise your soul. Because what's coming was customized for you. Let that settle in your soul. Customized. You're not just being rewarded, you're being recognized. And not by the masses first, but by the right people. Divine connections that understand your worth and can amplify your mission. No more begging for alignment. No more waiting for someone to see your value. You were never meant to be tolerated. You were born to be celebrated. And that's what the 1% understands. The 1% doesn't chase platforms. The 1% becomes the platform. The 1% doesn't beg for relevance. They become the reason others awaken. And you, chosen one, are part of that remnant. The ones who said yes when it was hard. The ones who kept going when it was lonely. The ones who carried the message inside them long before the world was ready to hear it. This is why your reward had to be so big. Because your faithfulness was deep. Your scars run long. Your obedience cost you friends, time, and comfort. So now, the reward must outweigh the pain. Heaven doesn't let the ones who serve quietly go unnoticed. Your time in the shadows was never punishment. It was preparation. And now, the light you're stepping into won't blind you. It will spotlight you, because you're ready. And don't let the sudden acceleration scare you. Don't let the flood of favor make you feel guilty. Don't question whether or not you deserve this. You do. You absolutely do. You didn't cheat to get here. You didn't manipulate. You didn't cut corners. You didn't sell your soul. You waited. You refined. You worked. You prayed. You sacrificed. And now, the God of all reward is turning the page. You are the page turner in your bloodline. You are the bridge between what was broken and what will be blessed. You are the answer to prayers prayed generations before you.